Okay, hello, welcome. In today's session, I wanted to do a short training. This will be about 10 to 15 minutes long. I wanted to do a training on why you should raise your rates and also how to get there, like how to get the confidence in order to do that. If this is your first time meeting me, hello, my name is LaTisha Styles. I'm the founder of You've Got Clients, where we help coaches fill their coaching programs with high quality clients. I started my coaching business with 6 subscribers on my email list. I also started charging $800 for a coaching package, and now I regularly sell 5-figure coaching packages. Is it because I'm different than anybody else? Well, yes, I am different. We're all different. You are special. But it's not because I have any sort of like special sauce or like secret thing that makes me better than anybody else. I just decided to focus in on my mindset and focus in on what I didn't have, like the weak area that I had, which was money mindset. Like I had a really big issue with money mindset, and I had a money story that was playing out that I didn't even realize was playing out. So I hope this is going to be helpful for you. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments, and I'll also leave a link if you'd like to check out more of what we're doing at You've Got Clients, and you want to get some help getting high quality clients into your coaching program. So when I kind of talk about the topic of why you should raise your rates, there's a couple things that I want to share. One is that if you are charging a reasonable rate, you're going to end up helping clients get reasonable results. And I shared this before, like I actually had shared a reel where I talked about this, and I got a lot of backlash on it. And the reason that I did is because there are people who believe that it's your job to like save everybody, but it's not. It's not your job to save everybody. It's your job to serve the people who you're meant to serve. So let me explain to you how people can get help. They can get help with free content. There's lots of free content out there. There's YouTube, there's blog posts, there's a full internet worth of information. So you should never feel bad about charging for your services. Then there's also a next level where people who can purchase courses. There's courses you can purchase. There's different classes you can go to, workshops you can buy, live events you can go to, things like that where the price is a little bit more manageable. And then there's you and me. And we come in to really help clients get a transformation. And when you're really clear on the transformation that you offer, you can help clients in a massive way. And this is not just if you're doing a money offer. This is also if you are selling mindset, right? Like mindset is huge. If you can help somebody change their mind and they can change their life. It's also if you're selling like a relationship offer, if you're helping someone to, maybe get ready to meet the love of their life, or just create better relationships, communication. Like I have clients who they also help businesses to train their teams for better communication. Like that's really valuable. And health and wellness, like health and wellness is a big one. And a lot of people miss out on opportunity to be the premium leader in their market because they're scared and they think that people will only pay, $30 for fitness and wellness stuff. So that's the first thing. When you charge a reasonable rate, what usually ends up happening is that you help clients get reasonable results, and reasonable results are okay. But if you really want to help people get outsized results, you've got to call them to greater, meaning the investment that they're making with you ideally helps them step into a new level. It helps them step into a new version of themselves. I call it assuming the throne. It helps them assume the throne in their life. And they say, yes, this is what I want. This is what I desire. I'm willing to go after it. And I'm willing to put everything on the line for it. And, people get resourceful in many different ways. And if that's a training that you'd like, I can definitely do that one. I've got a whole list of ways to help clients get resourceful. And this is something that I usually just share with coaching clients so that when they're doing their sales, they can kind of list this out. But if you'd like to learn more about that, just let me know. So that's the first thing. Reasonable rates don't always bring the outsized results that you want. You've got to help clients step into that next level version of themselves. And that was part of the money story that I had to fix, because for a very long time, I believed that people were in the same situation that I was in, and they were just trying to like make their last dollar last. And first I had to get out of the fight or flight mindset. And that meant for me that I had to create a base level of income so that I could stop feeling so desperate. And I know for some people, like that's kind of like that first level. But if you're at the level now where you're like, okay, I'm ready to move forward, and I've been selling a little bit, and maybe you have a coaching offer that's priced at like $2,000, $1,500, $3,000, and you really want to create a premium 5-figure offer, something that you can price at, $12,000, $15,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. Like the numbers seem outsized when you're on the outside looking in. But I had a client who sold an $18,000 coaching package, and it was her very first time that she did that. And she was a little bit surprised that she could close that offer. But if you break it down and you think about it over a 12-month period, that's just $1,500 a month. So do you think that maybe you could close a client at $1,500 a month? Like that's an $18,000 coaching package, right? It's not that much further away from probably what you're charging right now. Like if you've got a $3,000 offer and you're doing it over 3 months, if you multiply it by 4, that's $12,000. That's that's your 5-figure offer right there. Now, the issue that comes in is that there's usually some sort of mental loop, mental game, mental money story that's playing, where you have to get your mindset on the same level and have the confidence to say the rate. Because often what happens is, you might say that rate, you might say, okay, it's $12,000. But then you like start talking and talking and talking because you think that you have to talk the person into doing what you want them to do when it's something that they already want to do. And so the final thing that I'll say about this topic is that low rates actually scare off your highest value avatar. If I'm trying to hire somebody and I look at their website or I see their rates and it's not what I was expecting, then my assumption is I don't think they can actually help me, because I think they're new. I think they're just not experienced, and I think I'm going to waste money. So you think that you're doing someone a favor by charging low ticket, but you're actually just scaring off your high value buyer. And the best example I can give you of this is an airplane. So on an airplane, about 5 to 10% of the seats are first class seats. So if you've never flown first class, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. It'll change your life. And the reason is because even though everyone's getting to the same destination, like you get on the plane, we're all going to the same destination, you have a different experience. And that's what the high value client wants. They want the different experience. They want to be able to say, I'm doing this because I value what I'm getting out of it, not necessarily just the utility. So they value the experience versus just the utility. Utility means I get on the plane, it takes me from point A to point B. I'm going to get on the plane. Ideally, we're going to go from Atlanta to Charlotte. We're going to go from Atlanta to Vegas. I live in Atlanta, so I'm going to get on the plane and I'm going to get from where I am to where I want to be. But when you're sitting in first class, or those first class passengers, they also want the experience. They want to be called out. They want to have a dedicated first class cabin attendant. They want to be served a drink or a beverage before the flight takes off. They want to have a little bit more space and leg room. They're still all going to the same place, but there's a different experience. Now imagine if I told you you could get a first class ticket and it's $200. You probably would feel a little bit skeptical, like, is this plane really first of all, is this plane going to get me to my destination? But second of all, like, am I really going to get the service? Like, why is it so cheap? And so when you price low, you think that you're doing the clients a favor, but what you're actually doing is you're creating the signal, this marketing and positioning signal that says, you're not going to get the same experience. You're not going to get the experience that you're looking for. And so there are buyers like me who specifically go for a VIP option, VIP experience. We want the best. We want the experience and we value that. And by not offering that, you're doing your clients a disservice. And you're also calling out in your marketing, hey, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm the low price leader. Like there's no benefit to being the least expensive, because not only does it prevent you from being able to grow and actually reinvest in your business, but there's always going to be someone cheaper than you. And so you've got to focus on the value that you bring. And if this is helpful, I did a video on how I would map out a 5-figure offer, and I included the 5 things that you need. They all start with S, which is pretty cool. But I included the 5 things that you need if you need help with like actually mapping out a 5-figure offer. And if you like some additional assistance and you want to just chat with someone to get clarity into, what should my offer be? Am I pricing it right? Am I positioned right for my high value avatar? I want to invite you to book a call with my team. I'll include the link below this video in the chat. But when you get on the call, we'll take a look at where you are now, help you get clear on where you are, talk a little bit about where you'd like to go. But mostly what we're going to do is help you get clear on what's in the way. So like, is it your positioning? Is it your pricing? Is it your offer? Is it your audience? Like, are you actually targeting the right people? And so if you'd like help with that, I want to invite you to book a call. And if you want to follow along more with what I'm doing and you want some more help with your coaching business, I promised you that I would give you the link where you can get more help. You can just go to LaTisha.tv. That's usually the easiest link to type in and get to. LaTisha is LaTisha.tv. There's like 4 buttons on that page, and then you can click to book a call, apply. You can also go to a couple of free presentations, things that I've got, so you can take things further. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know whatever questions you got, especially if you weren't able to join live, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye. I just knocked over my water.